And just like the Backstreet Boys, I'm back, all right. Before we get into that, I want to start by apologizing for just ending my videos last year so abruptly. When I got to encampment, I decided that I didn't want to hike anymore. I kind of already felt not in the mood around here just before Grand Lake, I think. But I was so close to the border, so I thought I'm gonna give it a try, or I'm gonna see if I change my mind. And if I don't, well, then at least I didn't quit on a bad day. So, yeah, I took extra zeros here in Grand Lake last year, and I also took a few zeros in Rabbit Ears. No, not Rabbit Ears, in the Steamboat Springs. I wasn't in the mood anymore. I don't think I had prepared myself for more or less hiking alone. It didn't work out with me and Bollocks and Pocahontas. We had very different goals. And group number 2, which were just bloody amazing as well, just didn't work out. Also had different ideas of what the hike should be like, and it was nobody's fault. That's just how it goes. But that meant that even around, when was that? Leadville, just kind of not felt as fun anymore. But I did keep pushing, because it's probably just gonna be like honeymoon phase or something. That, not a honeymoon phase, but it would pass and I would be okay again. But it never really did. I did hike a lot with Mr. Freeze. But I didn't feel like it. I was kind of bored and bummed and everything, and I didn't want to push on because the trail is so freaking amazing that I didn't want to ruin it by not having fun. So I decided to call it quits and just forget everything about hiking for a while. And it worked out. So I asked my boss if I could continue the trail if I did regret my decision, and he said I could, which made it way easier to quit, because then I knew at least that I could get back. And here I am, got a shuttle from Denver Airport to Grand Lake, and just resupplied and went straight to the trail. So last year I spent a ton of money here and in Steamboat Springs, and I wasn't gonna let myself be tempted again. So I'm just gonna go, I don't know how many miles I'm gonna go today. We'll see. And then, just take it easy for the next few days. And when I get to encampment, I can start hiking seriously again. Meaning long miles. But yeah, I also chose another route than I did last year. Apparently last year I chose the road walk, which runs parallel with the official trail. It was just much closer to my hotel, so I didn't want to go all the way down here and do it. But now I get to see this part as well, which is just dead trees all around. I'm not sure how much filming I'm gonna be doing until I get to at least to the Wyoming border, because you've already seen this part and I already talked about it. So I'm probably gonna just cut it down and be a little montage, like an in between, until I get to the point where I left the trail. Supposedly there's gonna be some snow when I get a little further. Hopefully it won't be too much, because I don't have micro spikes or ice axe or anything. So let's see how that goes. That's just it. So I'm just gonna enjoy my hike for today, and then we will probably talk again tomorrow, or if I get something that I feel is important, I will just video it. Probably will, because yeah, I am gonna be hiking all alone this time, or at least I'm preparing myself for that, because I do think that everybody is probably in a nice cozy trail family now, and I don't want to be third wheel or anything. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is getting way too long and way too uninteresting. So see you guys later, or tomorrow, whatever. Now I remember why I didn't take this official route, because it's closed. So now I'm maybe just heading in the direction of the road I hiked on last year. I have no idea. We'll see. Can't see any trail on the map, so that's exciting. But as long as it doesn't loop around and turn back, I'm okay, I guess. Fucking mosquitoes everywhere. Morning. Just a little update. Yesterday I did just over 10 miles. Found a nice camp spot. It was just filled with mosquitoes. Millions of mosquitoes. So I just quickly pitched my tent and went inside and lay down for a moment, which turned into a few hours, because I just probably basically passed out. So when I woke up, I had to pull out my sleeping bag and inflatable mattress and everything. So I didn't cook any dinner yesterday. I was probably very tired, but I didn't sleep very good. I was cold, probably because I didn't eat anything, so my body had nothing to work with. And I also had to pee, but I didn't want to get outside in the mosquito hill. So, not a good night. Let's see what today brings. I have basically decided that I'm not gonna make any plans for this section at all. Let's just see what happens when it happens. I'm not in a routine or anything, so basically everything is just like new again, and I can't really remember the whole section. Do remember steep climb, but so many other parts I do not remember. So I'm just gonna, well, not wing it, but I'm just gonna go with the flow on this one. Whew. It is very chilly this morning. It is 6 o'clock. And you can't see anything. But hopefully I will get a little bit higher so I can be warmed by the sun. Well. I just came from down there somewhere, all the way up here. Shit, I'm tired. I'm not sure it was such a good idea to start in Grand Lake and then go all the way to encampment. I happily forgot about these climbs, and I also have another 12,000 feet climb. Well, that's gonna be, well, not a 12,000 feet climb, but I'm gonna climb up to 12,000 feet. The last 12,000 feet mountain in Colorado section. Gotta do that one more time. Should have probably just found a way to get to encampment and then go from there, and then pretty much hike straight for 140 miles or whatever, just to get my legs, but yeah, gotta do it the hard way. I don't know if you can see it. You probably cannot. Nope, it's gone, so you can't see it. There was a small squirrel, ground squirrel. I don't know what they're called. Chipper chap. Ooh, okay, I am gonna chipmunk. Might be a chipmunk. I don't know what they're called up here. I cannot remember. I'm gonna try to go over here again. It's probably way too windy. Just awesome. Got a little off trail. Now I got to go down there. Fuck me. Well, we'll see. Oh my god. The trail is beating my ass this time around, that is for sure. I made it about 11 miles around 1 o'clock, so I didn't spend all day, but yeah, I just couldn't go anymore. So I set up my tent, and oh, there's mosquitoes everywhere, but right now it's freaking hot inside the tent, and I couldn't find another spot. So I'm sitting out here, yeah, trying to ward off the mosquitoes. Yeah, so I got here around 1 o'clock, set up my tent, and then I took a nap, which has been 44 minutes. Then the sun came out from the trees, and for the next few hours probably it's gonna be way too hot inside the tent. I'm gonna eat my lunch now, see if I chose right. I couldn't find any condiments, so it's probably gonna be a little dry, but I'll find it along the way. Yeah, and then I'm gonna eat dinner later, and hopefully tomorrow I will be able to do a little more than 11 miles, because otherwise it's gonna take forever to get to Steamboat Springs. It's around 74 miles, so but yeah, the climbs and everything has just been way harder than I remembered, and I am apparently not in a good shape. So I got my ass beaten today, that's for sure. That's how it is. Thankfully I have food for 4 days because I didn't eat anything yesterday. So if I can just do a little more tomorrow, I should be fine. Tomorrow there's gonna be the 12,000 foot mountain. I have no idea what elevation I'm in. I can see that on my watch. I'm at 9,400 now. That's gonna be a steep motherfucker. I have no idea. I will do that and then go down and then probably find a camp spot, unless I'm just feeling like a Superman. Then I will head on. The last time I did 23 or 25 miles and got to a very nice place, which also meant the next day was pretty close to Steamboat Springs. I won't be able to do that. I don't have the legs for that, but if I can do 15 or 18 miles, I should be able to get to Steamboat Springs the day after or the day after. So I have food enough. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my lunch and then I don't know what I'll do, because I can't sleep in the tent and there's too many mosquitoes, but I can't sit out here. That's for sure. Oh yeah, well, that's not your problem, that's a me problem. And just like last time, there's a steam right down there, I think. Yep, so water is very close, which is nice. So I will probably see you guys tomorrow when I try to climb that big ass mountain.